You guys want to see something cool? Check this out. This is the Kandi Mini, a collapsible electric golf cart. You guys know I love anything electric, and especially if it's weird, innovative, different, anything like that, and this checks all of those boxes. I'm super excited to unbox this thing, rather unwrap it, I guess. No more yakking, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. All right, I think you're starting to see some proportions here. It's definitely a little bit mini compared to a typical golf cart. Cool thing is it also has a mini price. Most golf carts, you guys probably know, start at like $10,000 and they go up from there. This thing is priced at $3,999, so a lot more affordable than a typical golf cart. Now, it's not quite the same as a typical golf cart, so we're gonna go over all of that, the specs and everything as well, to see what we're working with here. Look at that, Kandi. All right, oh, we got a frunk here. I didn't realize it had a frunk. That's awesome. So we got a bunch of parts in here. This looks like maybe a rain cover, charger probably. Oh, I bet this is to hold on the roof structure, the canopy there. And lastly, the owner's manual. All right, I'll leave this in here for now. It's a good sized frunk too. I'll bring you guys in for that in a minute. All right, so here's the roof, cable tied on. All right, let's get this out of the way for the moment. And it looks like this is probably the windshield. Both the roof and the windshield are accessories. You don't have to get those with it, though they obviously add a lot of utility. It's so funny, it can be like a multi-$1,000 machine, but you're still kind of excited to get free ratchet straps. Not to mention an extra long pallet, which is always nice to have. And these are some serious seat belts. Look at that. This is not a little dinky seat belt. Are these DOT? Yeah, these are DOT seat belts in here. Oh, look at that. How do you work this thing? Ah, there we go. Got it, okay. Ratchet strap. All right, lights up, 68% battery, that's a good sign. All right, probably should have read the instruction manual, but shouldn't be too complicated to figure out. Looks like parking brakes on. There we go. There's a drive, neutral, reverse here. Sounds like reverse. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh. There we go, a little more gentle that time. There's lights. Oh, there's the expansion, okay. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, it looks like you can run it in different expansion amounts. Like if you have short legs, you can collapse it in, bring it back out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a little mini truck bed.
Seat.
Feels like a golf cart.
Metal flake.
Yeah, the paint's actually pretty nice. Do the lights work?
It's a bar. Looks like a Cybertruck.
You wanna give it a try? Definitely quiet.
I wouldn't say that the suspension is extensive, but feels fairly nimble.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the rear. All right, let's go for a ride. Well, it's definitely off-roading. Note for the viewers at home, you should probably wear the seatbelts.
We're professionals. Don't do this at all.
That's a pretty tight donut.
First ride? I like it.
So let's see, controls here. This is our collapsing and expanding. It's cute to have it under this safety cover so you don't accidentally, you know, like a nuclear weapon launch.
That's what I was thinking. That's, you pull that when you're ready to launch the rockets.
Right. I like that they have an actual percentage display here for battery. It's not just like 5 little LED dots that you guess with. Parking brake, brake, gas, Here's our gear shift. Oh, it looks like the seat flips up. Probably the batteries are under there. Oh yeah. Lithium iron phosphate, 48 volt, 38 amp hours. That's about a little under 2 kilowatt hours.
One of these things is the controller.
Yeah, there's the controller. What's that thing? Oh, I think that locks it from collapsing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. In that position, it locks the frame.
Yeah, so it can't collapse. That's
so
probably a good idea.
In this position, it can.
So can you fit 2 adults side by side on here? Let's see.
Well, it's a good thing that we're of modest girth. If you had 2 really girthy people, it might be less enviable.
But you could definitely get an adult and a child and then 2 kids in the back.
No question.
I mean, in the marketing, they show it with like a man in the front and a woman in the back.
Yeah.
So I think they intend it for 2 adults, but you could definitely get a few people on here if they're smaller. Yeah, this little utility bed is cute.
Yeah, I like that.
The way it has this cavity inside of it, you could actually keep things in there, you know, smaller things.
Yeah, so this is for your tailgating. This is where you put the booze. Hold on tight rail here.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You wanna go for a ride?
Yeah, go easy. You feel surprisingly secure here.
Yeah?
Yeah, seriously.
Tucked in like a golf bag.
You like a golf bag. So you got some accessories to bolt on here?
Yeah, we got Canopy and windshield. From here we installed the Canopy, which consisted of a couple of frame pieces, one in the rear and one in the front, each of which is designed to fold down for easy storage. Then on top of that goes the top piece of the canopy that has 6 quick release latches to hold it down, so you can still remove it easily when you want to fold everything back down. The fabric canopy goes on top of that, and it cinches down pretty tight with the Velcro straps. Lastly, we installed the windscreen, which has that nice middle folding open and closed feature like on a lot of golf carts, so you can use it like a half screen on hot days when you'd want more wind in your face.
Definitely a good place to test the off-roading.
Despite technically being a 2-seater, I think you could call it an almost 4-seater.
Yeah.
This might be the moment to mention that the top speed's only 9 miles an hour.
I'm feeling that it ain't quite doing 9 miles.
You also have a truck behind us, you might want to pull over here. No, pretty slow. Not quite as slow as us. Oh, the truck turned around. Probably saw us, got scared, and went home.
That's right. I realized it had met its match. Here we are,
On the open road.
on the road again, king of the road. We gotta do something to raise the top speed here a little bit. So
I don't think there's an option for that.
that's unfortunate. I don't think this would stick to the high bank. I think for what it is, it's actually quite good, you know? I mean, it's got a little style to it. I like it. Which is good, because the last thing you got, before I even saw it out in the sun, I realized it was going to be a POS.
Alright, my dad had his fun, now it's my turn. So the steering is pretty good. I mean, it's quite responsive. And it is really nice having this canopy. It is hot out here. We're in South Florida. It's about the most extreme sun exposure you can get in the US. So a little bit out of place out here on the road. Good news is these country roads don't get a lot of traffic on them. Bad news is when they do, they're going 50 miles an hour on a tiny road. Oh man, this thing is kind of fun. Wouldn't mind if it went a tad faster, but it's pretty fun. Could use a rear view mirror, that'd be nice. On the pavement here, it rides beautifully. Like, the suspension feels just fine. So when we transition here to the gravel, now you start to feel the bumps a little bit more. Though it's still pretty good. All right, now let's try some grass and go through this ditch here. See if we have the power to climb back out of it. And we do, nice. It actually went really well. So when you're off-roading, the speed feels more than enough because you're gonna be bouncing around anyways. You're not gonna be doing top speed. When you're on the street, like you're in a subdivision or something, that's where you want that little more speed. The power itself seems fine though. Like, this is really sandy, rough pasture grass, and it's got no problem out here.
One of the neat features about the Kandi Mini, besides costing a third of the price of most golf carts, is that it's not just smaller, but also collapses even more compact to fit in a vehicle or a small garage. So I gave it my first try at folding the thing down, starting with the canopy, though I did run into an issue where I didn't realize at first that I had to remove the steering wheel in order to fold down the front posts without removing the windshield. With the canopy off, you can use the collapsing feature to make it even shorter to fit in tight spaces. To open everything back up, you just reverse the steps.
Alright, so it does take a couple minutes to get it all folded up, but it collapses quite small, which is pretty convenient if you're trying to store it in a small garage or fit it in the back of a truck or something like that.
And that is exactly what I wanted to do, though I did have to get a bit creative and enlist the help of my Nesher electric loader since I didn't have any ATV ramps on hand. While this testing on my parents' ranch was a good chance to try off-roading, I wanted to take it into the city for some different types of uses, and while it does have a 25-mile range, I had to go a lot further than that.
Now, one of the coolest parts about having a golf cart is using it to actually go and run errands or do things, you know, get around. It's real transportation. I do need to make a run to the store here, so I think we're gonna go grab a few things. All right, so I realize I've run into an interesting problem here. There's no key to lock this thing. There's just that on-off button. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to lock this so someone doesn't just get in, turn it on, and drive away. Might have to get creative here. Alright, I probably didn't need a cart, but what else was I going to mount my phone on?
So I think I've found another alternative for if you don't have a way to lock up your Kandi Mini while you're going to the store. Hi. Yeah, 5598. I popped the code. Awesome, thank you so much. Yep, you too. Like that bike?
I love this bike.
Is that a Van Mook?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one?
Yeah, I had it like 6 years now.
Oh, nice.
I love this thing.
6 years.
Well, you
that's a
know
long
about
time.
Van Mook?
Yeah, yeah. I
They're
know
made
about it.
only in demos.
Yeah,
It's
it
got
looks,
the alarm, the GPS, everything.
looks real good.
Enjoy. You're the first guy I know that heard about it.
Yeah, no, it's a cool brand. There's not many in the U.S., I think.
None at all. There's a store in New York, there's a store in San Francisco, but nothing down here.
Have a nice day.
All right, man. Let's go.
All right, I think you've been putting up with my shenanigans here for long enough. Let's take a break and do a little walk around and see what we're working with here. So a few things here. First of all, I've got some accessories on here that are not standard. You have to add them on. The roof canopy that doesn't come standard, and also the windshield here. This is nice because it just clips right on with these rubber mounts, so it doesn't, you know, like squeak or creak or bang around. There's no noise here, but I've generally been leaving it half folded down just for more airflow. And the canopy is really nice for the sun. We're in South Florida here. It's about 100 degrees today. It's real hot and sunny, so it's nice to have this over you. But everything else here is standard on the machine. See, so it comes with aluminum wheels, which are pretty nice. A lot of these come standard with steel wheels, and aluminum's an upgrade. It's got hydraulic disc braking in the rear. There is independent double A-arm suspension up front, which is pretty nice. The suspension isn't incredible. I would say that, you know, if you really wanted, you could swap out those springs and get yourself a little nicer suspension, but it's definitely there and it works just fine. It is real suspension. In the rear, because it's that solid axle, it's just a single swing arm, but the rear suspension is actually adjustable, so you can play with the preload on the springs there, or again, if you really wanted, you could probably swap those out for nicer shocks in the rear. One thing I really like is the utility bed in the back here. This is common on golf carts, but I didn't expect it on such a mini golf cart, that you fold open the rear seat and you get that nice rear utility bed here. You can throw some tools, gear, cargo, that sort of thing. When you're not using it, you've got a rear bench for one large adult or two medium-sized adults, and there's the grab bar here that you could probably use this for an actual golf bag if you were using this as a real golf cart. I think most people are going to use it more in like a suburban setting, that sort of thing, as just like a neighborhood electric vehicle. The motor is on the rear axle here. It's 1,000 watts continuous, which honestly doesn't sound like much, and it surprises me because it feels like a lot more power than just 1,000 watts. It's not a speed demon. You're not going to be racing for pinks with this thing, but it certainly has enough power to be riding around in this pasture land here. We've been riding through sand, through ditches, that sort of thing. I've never felt like it didn't have enough power. More speed would be nice, but we're talking about a mini machine here. It's not meant to be, you know, super fast. Taking a look down under the seat here, we've got a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is nice because you don't have any fire concerns with it. This is basically the safest lithium battery option out there. It's also the longest lasting, you know, thousands of cycles. You could charge this thing, you know, use it every day, charge it full, and you'll get years and years and years of use out of this thing. At just under 2 kilowatt hours of capacity, you've got about 25 miles of range. So, you know, that's several hours of use. Most people probably are going to be using this around the neighborhood. So I just don't think very many people are going to go more than 25 miles on a mini golf cart. Take you inside here. 2 pedals, pretty obvious, brake on left, gas on right. If you push the toe part of this pedal, that locks the parking brake up there when you push it down. I've got a battery meter here. Been driving around for a few days and I've barely used any battery, so it's amazing how long that battery lasts. on-off switch, lights, and then this is the collapsing button. Under your legs here, you've got your gear shifter for drive, neutral, and reverse. Charging is on the side here. You basically just plug the charger into any household 120 volt outlet, and it'll charge it right up. You don't need a special electric vehicle charger or anything like that. I really like the frunk up here. It's not huge, but it's kind of nice having one extra storage space. You can fit, you know, lots of water bottles, towels, you know, you're headed to the beach, that sort of thing. A few lunch boxes. Right now I've got the charger and some other paperwork and stuff in here, but there's still plenty of room to add more things. The paint's actually really nice. It's this sort of like reflective metal flake paint that you'd see on nicer cars. It's better than I would have expected on a golf cart, that's for sure. The last thing that I think I should point out is that the canopy here is actually nice and tall. Like, I don't have to bend down to get into it. I can just hop right in. So that's pretty nice as well, that you're not, you know, hunched under here. I'm 5'7" or 170 centimeters, by the way. And I've got, you know, plenty of room here. So even if you're 6 foot, it's not going to be a problem. All right, that's all I got for you on the Kandi Mini today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you found that video fun and entertaining and useful if you're considering getting one of these yourself. I know that we've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's definitely going to be useful around the property. Last but not least, it is time to give away a free e-bike. I do this at the end of all of my videos as part of a program called eBikes for Good, where I try to find people who need a leg up in life and need a way to get around, and an electric bike would be a huge help for them, but it's just outside of their reach. It's not in their budget to be able to afford one. Okay, so how is this giveaway going to work? Well, if you're someone who needs a leg up in life and an electric bike would help you, but it's outside of your reach financially, then I want you to head over to EbikeSchool.com/ebikesforgood. That's my site. I've got a sign up form there where you can fill it out. Let me know what your situation is. Let me know how an e-bike would help you. How would it improve your situation in life? What would you use it for? That sort of thing. And among all the deserving entrants, there will be one randomly selected winner announced at the end of my next video, and they will be winning that free e-bike. So make sure you head on over EbikeSchool.com/ebikesforgood, and hopefully we can connect you with a free electric bicycle. Now to announce the winner of the e-bike giveaway from my last video. And the randomly selected deserving entrant is
Michael S.
So congratulations, I'm super excited to get that e-bike out to you. I hope it is a huge help, and make sure anybody watching this video right now, if you want to be the winner announced at the end of my next video, make sure you head on over to EbikeSchool.com/ebikesforgood, fill out that form, and let's see if we can help you out too. Last but not least, before we go, it's time to announce the winner of the book giveaway for my last video, who will win a free copy of one of my books. And that randomly selected commenter is
Wamuyu Nadio?
So congratulations, just let me know which one of my books you'd like. You can choose from DIY Lithium Batteries, DIY Solar Power, The Ultimate Do-It-Yourself E-Bike Guide, or my latest book, The Electric Bike Manifesto. And anybody else who wants a chance to win one of my books for free, all you gotta do is put a comment down below this video, say anything you'd like, and hopefully you'll be the randomly selected commenter at the end of my next video. If you don't wanna wait that long to hopefully win a free copy of one of my books, you can always find them on Amazon. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.
Bike School, covering e-bikes and anything else that feels cool.